Good day, how's it going? Let's take a look at the SD Kshatriya from Gundam Unicorn. This is a model kit from 2011 that captures the cool, imposing mobile suit in a smaller, stumpier, and potentially grumpier form. I'm going to be doing this video as a part vlog and part review, so we'll see how that works. I bought this kit in September and left it unfinished until now. So let's get started. We'll go into the backlog first and make it just a little bit smaller. Opening the box, we can see the Kshatriya assembled but unpainted. There's quite a bit to do here to make it look good, including many small and tricky details. Well, I'll do my best and see how it goes. There's a bonus friend to assemble as well, so you know we're gonna do that. Here's the sticker sheet for the Kshatriya. It's big. It's here if you don't want to use paint, but I'm not going to use it. I want to take a few seconds to talk about my brush cleaning cup. I love it. And that's it. Okay, so let's gather all the paint we need. I got this Revell acrylic paint at the hobby shop, and it worked pretty well in the high-grade camphor, so I'll use it here. The first record of the day is Def Leppard's High and Dry. I'm not a big fan of the band, but this is actually a pretty good album. Now to start the detail painting, we'll do some black on the cuffs, and we can be a little bit messy here, but once we add the white in, that's when it's going to get sweaty. Some white paint needs to be added to the yellow circles on the chest. This could take a few coats to look good. The wings need a multicolor paint app, which is a little bit tricky. We gotta add some yellow, white, and black inside. I gotta say, this kit is good practice. I added some gray paint on the claws inside the wings, and also on the peg at the end. So far, it's coming along pretty decently. The next album is Van Halen's Women and Children First. This is a crazy record and it's very fun. Now back to the Kshatriya, we can clean up the cuffs and touch up any areas missing paint before the white is added. The white on the wings was very difficult, and I ended up scraping off the excess with a toothpick for a more even look. Big shock, I spilled paint. Fortunately, I didn't get any on myself, but like, come on, what is this nonsense? So there are some marking stickers to apply on the kit, and they look great. I'll add top coat now, and then we'll get into the review. Once completed, I'll say this kit came together fairly well. I'm not an SD fan, but I like the Kshatriya and especially the character that piloted it, Marita. But I didn't want to get the high grade because it's not very space efficient, so this worked better for me. The proportions are pretty great and all the added details make it pop. I didn't paint it perfectly, but I'm happy overall with the job I did here because it was a little bit tricky for me. Since it's an SD, there is not much for articulation. There's an elbow bend, no knee bend, and the legs are attached to the top of the waist unit and not to the crotch, which was a little strange. The wings are the most notable feature on the Kshatriya, and they look pretty good here and they're well articulated. If you move the polycap on the arms to the top and reattach them, then you can do this thing. There's also this crab mode, which is so ugly that I won't even... Yeah. Anyway, the mono eye can move if you take the head off and turn the little piece inside. There we go. 2 beam sabers are included. I didn't paint them because I don't like how this kit looks with them, but it's the only accessory it comes with. That is, except for this little friend who I actually quite like. He can sit down, the guns can move, and that's it. But it's nice, so I'm gonna have to paint it later. I mentioned earlier that the marking stickers are nice, but these are some absolutely filthy nub marks. SD kits are made so you can twist the parts out with your hands, but to me this just makes the nubs harder to clean since the gates are right against the pieces. You can't cut it off nicely in stages like with other kits. Compared to a high grade, you can see the Kshatriya stands at a good height, even though the bulk makes it a bit tricky to find a place on the shelf. Overall, I think the SD Kshatriya is a great alternative to the high grade. If you like the design, or just Merida, then this is a really good one to pick up if you don't want that big bulky thing. It's good looking, and if you're up for painting, then this will be some good practice. But the stickers are also included, so you can use them if you want. I'm happy to have finally taken this kit out of my backlog, and now I'm done my first SD. Compared to the other SD kits, this one's not as crazy, like the head is pretty small and everything, but I'm happy about that. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but it's a good addition to my collection. That's all I gotta say for this video. Tune in and maybe I'll make more.